How old were you when that Cubs thing started to wear off on you?
Well, I remember being 6, 7 years old, going to Cubs games with a few older siblings and my parents, and then the bleachers were the cheapest seats, and we'd get in for a couple of bucks. We'd bring a ham sandwich, and the only thing we can get from concession was one bag of peanuts for the 5 or 6 of us. So great memories. Then we'd stand outside the gates and fences and watch the players come to their cars, try to get autographs, and I just had a lot of fun, and that's where I fell in love with baseball. It was my first love. So we've suffered through a lot of tough years, all my siblings as well. And then, it was a neat treat being able to go back there with Jason this Labor Day weekend to see a couple of games, hoping that this would be a historic season. So far, so good.
Who were some of those early Cubs players you kind of connected with?
I remember Rick Monday was an outfielder that just played his tail off. Billy Williams, obviously. Fergie Jenkins right at the tail end of his pitching career. Rick Russell was a heck of a pitcher. Ron Santo, tail end of his career. And then, as years went on, I remember Dave Kingman was there, big home run hitter. Obviously Ryan Sandberg and those guys in the early 80s. And then on and on. So great memories, and just hoping that this will be the year for them.
What was Saturday like for you, and kind of what?
It was cool. It was different because I was home alone. Lisa was in Spokane helping Ellie move into her apartment, and just sitting there and just counting down the outs. And then, even before it got to the third out in the ninth, just starting to feel a little bit of the emotion coming on. And then when they did it, it was just an incredible feeling, just knowing what it means for the city, for that, that club, and then getting on Facebook and sharing social media, sharing stuff with the family was pretty cool.
Are you nervous now, or are you
not at all?
With how things
No,
are
not at
going?
all. Even when they were down, struggling a little bit against San Fran and then the Dodgers, it's like, hey, it's been a heck of a run, and there's no pressure. We weren't down on them when they weren't scoring runs against the Dodgers. It's like, hey, let's just wake it up. Just kind of thinking maybe back in the mind that this is their year, it's meant to be, and it'll happen.
Any part of you hoping to get back to the Midwest, or is that just not possible?
No, that was kind of a little joke when I said I had a recruiting trip. We're knee deep in it here, so we'll be watching from afar.
Had a near miss there in 2003. Since then, have you thought maybe it's not ever going to happen in your life?
You always, they talk about the curse, but really, you can't think that way. It's got to happen eventually. Hopefully, it's